Hey everyone, this is Ellie, and here is a tarot exercise so that we can have some guidance in the month of August in this year 2016. So what we're going to do is choose a number from 1 to 3, and I have separated the tarot deck into just the Major Arcana. So the tarot actually has two parts, the major and the minor, but we're going to ask the majors what themes are best for us to focus on. And the Major Arcana really looks at things from the bigger picture, more spiritual perspective, if you will. And so this will give us guidance on how to navigate our spiritual paths in our lives, and particularly this month. Okay, so if you're ready, let's take a moment and check in with ourselves and see what number comes to mind, whether it's number 1, 2, or 3. You may have trouble deciding, or you may have more than one number. If you have more than one number in mind, go with it. If you feel like seeing what all of them may have to say to you, go with it and just trust yourself. Okay, so let's start with card number 1. Okay, so card number 1, the card for you here is the Devil. And a lot of people, when they see this card, they get alarmed, but I don't think that this is anything to get alarmed about. The Devil has to do with material matters. That's the phrase that came to my mind as soon as I saw this card. Now, I mentioned in the beginning of this video that the Major Arcana has to do with spiritual matters, and here we have a card about earthly matters, material matters. That is because in our lives, in this experience on earth as human beings, it is important for us to discover spiritual growth and to develop spiritually through our experience in the body, in the physical, in Malkuth, so to speak, Kabbalistically. All right, so this is saying that by paying attention and focusing on the physical and the earthy and the material matters of your life this month are actually going to help you to expand on a spiritual plane, holistically, you could say. So I'm intuitively getting that for a lot of you, this particularly has to do with the realm of money. Also, I'm getting a flash of career. So I think for most of the audience who are watching, this has to do with money, but I'm also getting this flash that career is going to be significant for some of you who are watching this. And also what came to mind is the physical, the body. And so sensuality, health, making sure that you're stable in your body. Now, these themes about physical matters, not all of them are going to apply to you. So see which one particularly resonates for you, and definitely I would say focus on that this month. I'm also getting, because the Devil can sometimes have to do with shadows, I see here also, and you can see here too, there is a couple here who are in chains, and usually this symbolizes self-imposed chains, and I feel that this has to do with disowning of the shadow aspects of yourself, and that actually hindering you and limiting you and not making you feel as liberated and whole and free as you could. So for some of you, I feel that looking at your shadows, shedding light on the shadows, acknowledging it, integrating it into yourself rather than disowning it, and therefore allowing yourself to be more whole is going to be really good for you. It's a really good time to do that this month, and that would really empower you and be so beneficial for you to do at this time. I also see he's holding a torch here, and so I feel that fire, the element fire this month is also going to be really good for you, like cleansing in some kind of way. So I mean, that could mean so many things, but see how that may play out for you. Something with purification using fire. Okay, thank you so much. All right, let's move on to number 2. So if you picked card number 2, we have the Fool card here. And as soon as I saw this card, because it's the number 0, because it's about a whole new clean slate, a new beginning, a fresh start, I'm getting the sense that this is about focusing on the theme of purification this month. And I'm also getting the word wholeness, which to me is quite synonymous with healing, the word healing. And I also get that because on this guy's tunic or whatever this is, there are round discs. And so that circle, and also with the sun here, I'm getting that this again represents coming to wholeness and therefore healing. And it's all about purification. The white flower is sticking out to me. The white elements here are really sticking out. So maybe even using the color white this month, wearing white, is going to be helpful to you in doing so. I also see the green. So using green and white, I'm getting, is possibly helpful for you this month. Eating green foods is actually quite cleansing. So maybe like green juices, green sauteed greens, salad greens, things like that would be good for you this month. And I also get that some of you may be literally embarking on a journey this month. I see the knapsack is sticking out to me. And so this may literally have to do with travel or some kind of more internal journey this month. So usually when we are about to start a new phase or a new journey or a new adventure, what's really good to do is cleanse beforehand. So maybe that's why the word cleansing and purification is coming up. So that's really exciting. And I'm also getting that the sun will be purifying for you. So getting some sun, not too much of course, but getting some sun will actually be purifying for you. And the red feather is also sticking out on this guy's on the top of his head. And so letting your passion guide you as well. Okay? All right, so here we are. Number 3, we have here the Hierophant. And the Hierophant has to do with dogma. It has to do with spirituality, but in a more institutional sense. Educational institution, spiritual institution, those may be relevant for you this month. Essentially what I'm getting here is that some sort of established, structured method, ideology, philosophy, institutional learning, or a center of institutional spirituality may be really helpful for you this month. And so that could be, that could be so many things for all of us. So for example, learning, going to a Hare Krishna temple or, something like that. I feel like I'm also getting a flash right now of a spiritual leader or a spiritual teacher, someone who's an expert in whatever their particular field is, would be a really good teacher / mentor for you. So there is value to individual learning and our own, claiming our own sovereignty in terms of our own inner guidance and wisdom and being our own guru, essentially. But it's still nice to look at some established teachings and what some people who are eminent in their fields may have to offer. And I feel like you may find some treasure in that if you look around this month and delve into that sphere. And the Hierophant's red robe is also really sticking out to me. So I'm getting the phrase, let your passion guide you. So see where your passion may lead you in terms of what you may learn, and that may really help you to grow spiritually and just learn so much. Okay, so that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful August. I hope you're having a great summer. Enjoy the rest of it, and I will see you all next time.